So you'll recall that when I was talking to you about uploading files, that I told you you should upload everything except your video files. And in this tutorial, I'm going to show you why I told you that. So I'm going to start by going to Files and actually uploading a video file. So don't follow me here. I just want to show you why I told you not to upload video files here. Okay, so notice I've got 524.3 megabytes. And 1% of those have been used. So I'm going to upload a video file here, and we're going to see what happens to this percentage. Okay? So let me go over here. I'm going to grab this video. This is very meta. This is actually a video that I've created, one of the tutorials we've already been over. But I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop this in here. So it's about a 20 megabyte file, which means it's going to take a little bit of time. Okay, so we'll see how quickly it can upload it. And once it uploads it, I want us to look at the percentage of space that I have remaining, okay, versus the space I've used. Okay, so notice that we uploaded that movie file. It's 19.3 megabytes, and we now have used 4% of our 524.3 megabytes. So this is a relatively small movie file, which is all well and good, but if you've got a ton of movie files, you're going to chew up all of your storage space really quickly. So why did I tell you to not do this? Well, I'll explain to you why. Let me go ahead first. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this movie file. There we go. Okay. And then just to show you, I'm going to refresh. And we're back down to 1% used. Okay. Let's go to our pages. I'm going to create a new page, and I am going to just call this example movie file. Okay, so instead of uploading the movie file in my files page, what I'm going to do is when I want to embed a movie file from my computer, I'm going to click on the record or upload media button here. So when I click on this, it's going to bring up two options. Either I can use the webcam that is in my computer to record content, which I can do right now if I wanted to do some form of screen capture or Q&A session or whatever, I could do that. Or I can choose to upload media. I'm going to choose upload media right now. Okay, so I'm choosing upload, and I can select audio or I can select video. I'm going to select a video file. I'm going to come back over here to my desktop where I know that video file resides. There it is. Okay. Again, 19.3 megabytes, and I'm going to choose that. So it's going to start uploading. And this is going to take some time, so I'm going to speed this up, and we're going to jump right to the end of this here in just a second. So if you see a jump in the bar, it's because I just chose to speed up the video. Okay, and the file's almost done uploading now. Here we go. And so once it's done uploading, it's going to be embedded in the page. There it is. And now if I save, this is what my page will look like. So I'm going to get this little thumbnail with a play button that lets my students know that this is a movie. And when they click on it, it's going to load in a larger size screen and it's going to begin playing. Okay, so I'm going to pause that. We don't need to play it. The real question you might be asking yourself is, why did I go through all of that instead of just uploading the file? Well, here's the cool thing about Canvas. If you use the rich content editor here to upload your movie files, so if you use this to upload your movie files, let me show you how much storage space that costs. Notice when I uploaded the video file here, I had used 4% of my 524.3 megabytes, meaning that that video file cost 3% of my storage space. But if I upload it into my page using the rich content editor, it costs nothing. And that's because the rich content editor converts any video file into a format that can be accessed by any device through Canvas. And as a result, it doesn't cost anything against your storage space. So the best way, the best practice ultimately to approach video files in Canvas is to use the rich content editor. And the same is true of your students. If your students choose to record themselves in response to an assignment you assign them, those videos are going to cost nothing towards your storage space. So that's ultimately why I've told you not to use files to upload your video files, but instead to use this. And the cool thing is, it doesn't matter what format that video file is originally, .mov, shockwave, .avi, they're going to ultimately be converted by Canvas to a format that your students can watch no matter what kind of device they're utilizing. And that is ultimately the best way that you can integrate video files that you have. Now, if the video you're wanting to place into Canvas is on YouTube or Vimeo, we're going to talk about those particular platforms in a later tutorial. But if you have the video file, you actually have rights to it and you have the file itself and you want to place it for your students to watch, be sure to use this icon in your rich content editor, and that file will not count towards any of your storage space.